What's up, everybody? So, I have a new reveal that I'm going to be telling you guys about. So, recently, I just got my guitar redone. Um, got it back from Guitar Center last weekend and had to get pickups redone. I had to get it restrung, I had to get repolished. They redid the neck of the guitar, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. That's not the surprise though. I'm saving the best for last. Um, but as of right now, this is what I have to show you guys right now. Um, of course, it's the BC Rich Warlock. It's the NJ series, and this one is particularly about 13 plus years old. Um, of course, it runs the Floyd Rose. I got the new pickups. It's the Dimonez pickups, and they the sound quality of those are pretty good. I mean, I don't like I those had to get replaced, like both of them. I had to get brand new ones. Of course, they're the same ones that I had the last time, but of course, the old ones got some wiring problems and they kind of went bad over time because of how old they were, and stuff wears out eventually. So now the real thing that I wanted to show you guys is I got myself a Google Chromebook, and I want to thank Google for this opportunity to use their product because I ended up getting an email voucher of 75% off. They told me that I could go somewhere to, well, not somewhere, but I had to go to Walmart. I had to ask them for the product. It was already there and it was waiting. So then when I came by, I had to scan the barcode on the email so they could run through the information, make sure that it was what it said it was. And it, I took it home. I got it all set up, which is right here, which is why you can see some of the fingerprint marks on the screen already because I was already tinkering around with it. And right now I got my microphone hooked up to it, and I tested that it works. I can even plug my headphones in there to play back the recording. I can't listen to the live recording of it. Like if I were to speak into the mic right now, I couldn't hear it in my headphones unless I'm hitting the record button and I play it back. Um, so I'm trying to figure something out to try and change that so I can at least hear what is coming out of the microphone and coming into the computer to come back and relay through headphones. Because the one thing that people don't understand is what we'll start with guitars first. A guitar is just a start off of what makes a guitar sound the way it does. Okay, so I guess there was a cutoff, um, but to redo what I was saying, there is a big difference between the quality of the guitar, quality of the speaker, quality of what is getting put into a computer to even do an edit, vice versa when you have your wires, or you got your gauge of strings, your pickups, you know all this stuff comes into play to make it sound the way it does. So, the way I have my guitar set up, of course, the pickups are perfect. I'm not changing those. The strings aren't getting changed. This guitar is pretty much done. Whatever it is that this guitar has on it is the way it's going to be, and it's never going to change. Reason being is because it already sounds good the way it is. There's really no way to make it better when you already have it the best. But the way that you can change it is it's not all just the guitar. It's all about your wires. What plug you're using to plug into your guitar to go into your amplifier. And then to go even further, what kind of amplifier are you using? Of course, this isn't the best one for it, but it was cheap. It was something to start. Eventually I'm going to be changing it. I just got to go to Guitar Center. I'll take my guitar, take it to take it there, test out some different amplifiers, see what sounds the greatest with it, and then that's just another percentage of the project complete is to find the guitar with the right amplifier, the right kind of stuff for it, as far as wires go, and then the next thing is like effects, what kind of effects you want for your guitar, how strong you want the effects to be, and then to even go even further about the quality of the sound, for you guys to hear it. Of course, it would have to be going through a software and plugged into a computer, unless I did it live off of my phone like I've been doing, and then whatever picks up on the microphone. The microphone isn't the best, so of course the sound quality is going to be a little bit off. But then you got like your wires that plug from there into the adapter, and then into the computer, whatever the computer is programmed as, and you can do your edit. And then, the way the things that sound is different from like if a person's wearing like iPhone headphones to even, you know, higher marketed like Bose headphones, or even surround sound speakers. Everything's going to sound different. It's not all going to sound the same. It's going to sound different for everybody, whoever tries to listen. So of course I can only do my part as to getting the right setup, you know, using the right kind of software, using the right kind of amplifier, all this stuff. But when it all comes down to it, when I have the right stuff, it's up to you guys to listen to however way you want to listen to it, and then that's just your output on it. So, of course, it's so complex, but all this stuff, makes a huge difference when you have the right kind of equipment. And, of course, I gotta update my amplifier. I'm not gonna have this crate for this guitar. I'm gonna have this for something else because that amplifier right there just isn't made for that. Because that setup isn't really made for that kind of setup because of the like of course speakers, it's got a speaker in it, depends on, what kind of speaker you got in it, and then like what kind of effects are on it, how sensitive your effects are. So this just isn't it for it. I have a Keith Urban acoustic electric speaker here for my acoustic guitar. Of course, that's made for that. That was specifically made for that, but this wasn't. So I'm eventually going to be changing that. I'm not going to be changing anything about this because I got this for 75% off, and all I got to do is just like if I want to do like hard drive software and just wipe this clean and put a whole different software on it, I could, but it would be more money out of my pocket. But I'm working with what I have right now, and it's coming out fine. So I got my microphone. Of course, that's the same thing. Sound quality depends on what kind of mic you got, what wire you're running, and then going through the computer, coming back out into your headphones for you to listen. So now I was saying I wanted to tell you guys as to what made me think about doing all this. Um, Basically, I've been sitting around. I've been playing. When I get home, I have time to just sit down, play, doodle, do whatever. Um, and so recently, I've been doing some thinking. I'm gonna try and write some more music and see if there is any way that I can go to a public records and do some recordings and make something and try to make it go viral. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out. um, it's worth a shot. But as of right now, this is a great way for me to at least get my stuff out there before I try to take it that next step and go out and discover a whole new spectrum of music to try and quote unquote make a name for myself. Um, so I thought really hard about it, and I'm gonna try and pursue as much as I can. Um, because I do have a job, I gotta maintain that. I'm not always gonna have time to do stuff like this. I'm gonna come home days, it's gonna be mm, just dead tired. But yeah, so my intentions are to eventually sprout out, get into get into the music industry, and who knows, maybe I can make it a full-time career, you know. But that just all comes in due time, you know. My views on things could change at any given time, just like anybody else's. Um, but I just want to sit down, think about it more, and make sure that I'm doing the right choice and I'm doing the right thing for myself and how I feel that my life should be running, you know, and what I should do as an artist to pursue with my music. You know, maybe I don't want to go out and be on stage. Maybe I just want to keep uploading stuff on YouTube, Twitch, and all this stuff. You know, just for people at home to just sit and watch. You know, but I mean, I don't really have a preference right now, but I am thinking about everything and I'm taking everything into consideration as to what other people say, you know. So I'm not just thinking about me, myself, and my thoughts, you know. I take everybody else's input pretty seriously. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I showed you guys the new things. I gave you guys a little bit of a rundown as to how this kind of musical equipment works in a short sense. And then I just told you guys pretty much why I'm doing what I'm doing and basically what I'm expecting out of it is I want to just get my name out there. I don't have to be famous, you know. I don't want fame. I just want my name to get out there. I want people to listen to my music. I want people to listen to the covers that I do. I just want to be heard. That's just my input on it. Um, but if it does become something really huge, you know, then awesome, you know. But I'm not living for the fame. I'm living for my stuff to be listened to seriously and not just my name to be in like, oh my God, like I can't believe it's him or that kind of stuff. Like I'm not looking for the spotlight. I'm just looking for something to give people guidance, something for people to relate to, something. It's not about me. It's about everybody else. It's about what other people find in music. It's what other people, you know, like to listen to. It's what other people want to try and relate to, you know. So that's pretty much my standpoint in all of this. So of course I've been thinking long and hard about all of it, and this is pretty much it. So I got everything that I need for the most part. I need a couple things, of course. Eventually, I'm gonna get a new amplifier. That's not gonna happen overnight, but the stuff that I have now, I can definitely work with, and it's going to be a really cool adventure. So I hope you guys stick around. I'm Kyle Inc., and you can hit the subscribe, hit the like, and yeah. So I'll talk to everybody later.